Not too many. This guy, though, I think has a chance to be special. This guy could go down in Texas history as one of the all-time greats.
Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Manning. Moving out to the right. Got out of trouble and throws. This time it's complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that.
He makes a grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Hard-hitting tackle. Sometimes turning your nose up at easy points can come back to bite you, but can they make it pay off by converting on 4th down? 4th down, Manning. Back swinging for the goal line. He gets it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Manning with a play fake. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Racing to the right. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
And it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback may change this route. They'll start on the ground with Dura. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Faulkner. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
Running to Green. They stop him right there. A pickup of 10, enough for the first down, and we've also taken it to the 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Levin. Here's a heat, and here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Back to pass on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Going over the top. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Tigers. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's Arch to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. And they can't make the play on third down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right?
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Manning to throw for it on fourth. Fires to the wideout. Snags it, and there's running room. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. He wants to take the top off. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Here's Manning to throw. Complete.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Manning lines up in the gun on third down. Touchdown, Texas! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. An 84-yard drive there, and the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Levis. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Time to take a shot. Makes the catch down the right side. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And as if a 60-yarder wasn't tough enough, he's not even straight on. From the right hash, he'll have to unleash a beauty. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. A delay of game penalty like that just riles up the defense even more. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air, it's Levin. Going back to the well, another deep ball. A 50-50 ball, and he comes down with it. What a tremendous contested catch. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Simon. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Manning. Just a little off. Incomplete. So they're facing third and short from the 25. Again, it's Brown. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Fourth down, Manning. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. This offense has it with really good field position. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. Now on second down. The give to Caden Durham. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Back to throw, it's Levitt. On the move, he fires. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering
field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quarterback adapting. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
He lets it fly. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
Third down from the gun, Manning. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Arch is going to throw for it. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the grab inside the 30. He's loose. Touchdown, Longhorn. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard, 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
And bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He's looking to pass. Got his man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. LSU quick to the line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Running inside, it's Berry. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback making checks. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Lets it fly deep downfield. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's not afraid to go deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Brought down at the 17 as he brought it all the way back inside the 20 after the pick.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Complete. Still running at the 40. You want to talk about changing field position. The huge play takes it down to the 37. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. To throw, Manning. Looking to the big tight end. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. The corners are walked up tight. To the air, it's Manning. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Play action, here's Manning. Unloads to the right. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Manning to throw for it on 4th. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free. Like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Here comes the heat. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He wants to change this route.
Circuit. Spear.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he'll move it in inside the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Now from inside the red zone. He's got him. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Almost had the completion, just missed it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Manning on play action. And And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Arch Madness. Looking left. And they can't make the connection. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Now here's Manning. He lets one fly deep. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. A pick six.
So much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. And remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves. But what a play.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Trying to push the lead to a field goal with his two-point conversion attempt. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. The two-point try is good, and now it's a three-point game. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Here's Arch to throw. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the LSU Tigers and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Free State of State College, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, I was able to catch up with Lane Kiffin before the game. He understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Buckeyes headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And he added the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Parker. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Hines is way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Under fire. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
Oh, man, you don't see many of those anymore. Nowadays, the gloves are so good. The hands are so good. You don't see a lot of drop passes. Missed opportunity there for the receiver.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Sayin finds the tight end. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy on the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Defense not showing press coverage. Sends it downfield. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is that you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception.
Bringing it back.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll go right back to him. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC Championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up. When you watch the way they run their offense, usually it starts with the physicality and the ground game. The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's Levin. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
They'll run for it. It's Durham. Finds a crease at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers!
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that one.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Sayin to throw. Pocket breaking down. Working that left side. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Buckeyes racing to the line in a hurry up. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude in this environment, he's like a stadium picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turn. The old horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the LSU Tigers and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game, this is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Buckeyes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Coming out with it, it's Durham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Grab behind the line. It's Harris. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. LSU right back to the line. They'll run play action. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Ohio State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep two hands on the ball. That time, he got hit, the ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. He'll bring it out. It's Durham. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. On the move. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going to hurry up.
Strong, firm tackle. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hitting yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
Pretty good job of running to get there to the 32.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Oh, they're after him. Turning it on. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. Leaping grab for a big gain. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They'll go back to the air on second down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. The run inside. It's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. Say it. Got the quick pass. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking for space. It's Jackson. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here as we get a look at the numbers so far. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And looking, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Throwing, say it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They're undeterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Scanning the field is Sayin. Complete on the left to Smith. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. And the Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they are going to be gassed.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He slides down. He's got enough to convert the 2nd and short. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch them off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Running inside, it's Jackson. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Zayin makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Dropping back, it's Zayin. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Nestled just inside that right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. To throw, it's Levin. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. Now the Tigers will spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run.
Man, what great discipline by this defense. They didn't sit on routes short. They take a shot down the field on 3rd and short. Questionable shot, probably. Nice job being disciplined and getting the interception.
Yeah, just because you have the shot play called on 3rd down like that as a quarterback, that doesn't give you the freedom to just throw it down there if he's not open. I think that time he forced it into traffic, and that's why it got picked off.
Pressure coming on the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive...
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Trying to take it back. Past the 20. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick 6 certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Here's Sayin to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throws to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Sayin makes the catch. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
And that last completion left them with 2nd and 1. And this is a fun moment for an offensive coordinator. The run inside. It's Rodgers. There's a little room there. Into the house.
reading the keys on defense. They say hand the ball off. You want to do that. When you've got a guy this special in the backfield, David, get him as many touches as possible.
And a lot of times on those RPOs, the defense just has to hesitate for a second, and that little pause will open up those creases, and he takes full advantage of the defense just freezing for a second, makes the big, long touchdown run.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Durham. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air, it's Levin. The screen, he can go. Oh, he's got some space. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football.
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. 2nd down after the offense recovered its own fumble. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
Say it. Fires to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Rodgers. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Give to the running back. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
And the defense getting in the backfield quick, fast, and in a hurry. There was nowhere to run with that football. Nice penetration by this defensive line.
Yeah, and a nice job, too, of not getting out of their lanes, right? When you're on offense, you're running a draw. You're trying to make it look like pass, getting those big fellas up front defensively, trying to salivate to get the QB, but they weren't fooled. Everybody stayed in their gap, and that's why they shut that play down.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Line getting set on 2nd down. Throwing, say it. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. The handoff keeps working on that clock. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. After losing track of the play clock, better keep an eye on it this time. It's 2nd and 10. Running inside, it's Rodgers. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. Holding this 4th quarter lead, and they're going to try to finish it off with a gamble on 4th down. Timeout signal forward by the Buckeyes. That's their 1st. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. Catch is made at the 15. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. looking for a man. It's Levin. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He's got it way down the field. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
I think you got to give the coaching staff a lot of credit, too. Even though this guy has thrown 2 interceptions, they're still calling plays and being aggressive in the passing game, letting him take shots, and now it's paying off.
Looking downfield on first down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way at the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And, man, this defense proving to be so opportunistic. They don't just turn people over. You've already seen them scoop up a fumble, take it back to the house, now an interception, and take it back to the house. They make big plays, and they put that thing in the end zone.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic. They get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
This offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
Looking downfield, it's Levin. Got him downfield. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. He's taking a deep shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force them.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Here he goes. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone, won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Snapped it in the shotgun. Pass is incomplete. 2-point conversion is no good. Not really sure why they went through that entire exercise, but that'll be the ball game. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth.